Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's the weekly reading for the week of October the 7th to the 13th. Your cards this week, Virgo, you have the Age of Light Oracle card. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So I'm just going to get started here, Virgo, by reading out your Oracle card, the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're more than the days that have breathed life through you. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. So yeah, you're definitely, coming to some kind of awakening, Virgo. You're definitely lifting your vibration. And through that, the situations that don't serve you will be revealed. We are going through a period at the moment in terms of the ascension process of massive purging, and that can also be, deceptions coming to light, people that have undermined us, things that don't resonate with our frequency are all being exposed and highlighted so that they can be released from us so that we can continue ascending to higher levels, to continue spiritually evolving and raising our frequency, evolving and expanding our consciousness. So that's what I see coming to light for you this week, Virgo. A situation that hasn't been in your best interest is it's being revealed. So I'm going to start here with the Seven of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So recent past, Seven of Swords and Four of Pentacles. So, that Seven of Swords can be that sort of sly energy. It can be somebody undermining you in some way. Now we have that cross with the Four of Pentacles, which can talk about value. So, this combination could be, somebody undermining your value and, it's affected your self-esteem. It's that kind of energy. It could be actually somebody taking physical or financial resources or assets from you. It really can be that sense of somebody actually doing something shifty behind the curtain. And I think that you potentially, even when it was going on, you did have some kind of indication of that under that Four of Pentacles, because there is like the urge to hold on and to contract with that Four of Pentacles energy. So, you know what, and I think somebody has literally left you with the Two of Swords. They've left you with that hard decision, do you expose this person or do you not? Do you say something? Do you not? How do you deal with the situation when you know that somebody is not operating in your best interests? And I think that's been quite a dilemma for you, Virgo. So that's what I'm really seeing here with this combination. So anyway, this is the week that I feel that they are going to come in with an apology for you, but you're not going to accept it, Virgo. Yeah, so either way, I think the situation came to light and it was exposed that somebody wasn't operating in your best interest, or it could be somebody who was just, maybe emotionally manipulating you or chipping away at you over time. And there could have been conversations around, that you weren't happy and you weren't going to stand for it, that sort type of thing. Well, this week, I think that person does come in with an offer, an emotional offer, which is likely to be an apology or, let's try it again. I won't undermine you anymore. I won't take from you. I'm going to be a giver rather than a receiver. But I really feel that you're going to choose to move on from the situation, Virgo, because I think ultimately, the situation wasn't fulfilling for you on an emotional level for a period of time. So, if this was a relationship, some kind of partnership, friendship, and somebody was actually physically taking from you, then of course, that's going to make you feel extremely upset. And I feel that you wouldn't be able to stay in that situation long term. So I feel like you've already actually turned your back on it, and you're starting this week to take those tentative steps to move away from the situation. Because even if they come in with that apology, with that, can I have a second chance type of energy to complete your 8 cups, you know what, you're aiming for something higher. You're aiming for 9 and 10 of cups reality. So I think that you will reject it, because you're actually wanting to manifest, 3 being the number of manifestation here, new beginnings that are more balanced, that there's nothing deceptive going on, that are in alignment with you, in alignment with where you're at in your life. You don't want these kind of energies to be surrounded by you. So, yeah, Eight of Cups is somebody who's moving on from something that wasn't fulfilling on an emotional level. The moon here links to your sense of intuition. So I think in your, head, heart, and gut, that gut feeling, you know what is the right decision for you. And I think you've already decided. And this week is the week that you start to move away from that personal situation. And move on you will, Virgo. And I think that once you start taking those steps out, then the path is really going to open and expand for you. And I see you moving on really quickly with this Chariot energy here. The Chariot and the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles also came up with the Four of Wands. So let's just talk about the Chariot first. Yeah, so the Chariot is, that really sort of victorious sense of moving forward. So I think you know that you're the one that's going to, come out the winner in the situation. If you're the one that was always operating with honesty and integrity, you always had the other person's best interests at heart, then of course, you are the one that is, the positive party in the situation. Now, this person here is drawing a very solid stone chariot, and he just has these 2 sphinxes to pull it, but there's no reins. Instead, he carries a magician's wand. So these 2 sphinxes can represent the opposing forces within us, and what we really need to do in order to propel ourselves forward is to bring those opposing forces into alignment using our intention. That's what the magician does, to will them forward in the same direction. So what those opposing forces might be is that there might be some indecision that creeps in, whether to, maybe whether, I should have accepted that apology, I should have accepted that person back into my life. It could be that kind of energy, or even just indecision as to, where to from now. Some of you might be leaving a work situation or a relationship because of this. So there could definitely be that level of indecision. With that Chariot energy, some of you will actually be physically on the move. That could be physically on the move to a new job, moving homes, moving states, returning home for a holiday, that kind of thing. But what I see you moving on to is much more solid, stable opportunities here with the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And also just want to point out that you have 3 number 4s in your reading. And, 4 really in tarot is the number of stability and foundations. So I think it's really... I think the situation that's played out with that little bit of deception, or that, that 7 of Swords energy, it did affect your sense of stability. Yeah, definitely if you are moving on from a relationship or a job or that sort of thing. And now you're wanting to re-establish that sense of solidity in your life, but you want it in a situation that's going to go the distance. So once you've decided to move on from this, I think in your very near future there is an opportunity coming in. The Page of Pentacles is a practical, physical, tangible, worldly offer. So if you've left a job, this could be the new job coming in. It could be financial resources or a new way to make income. Could be new home. For some of you, because that we've got that coming out with the Four of Wands, this speaks of new relationship as well. So, the page is a messenger of opportunity. So this new opening could come through, a chance meeting with somebody. The Four of Wands also links to that 11-11 formation, and as some of you may know, when you're seeing that 11-11 formation on clocks, or you just notice it on number plates and that sort of thing, it sort of means that you're manifesting quickly and at a fast rate. It means that you are tuned into that synchronistic force of the universe. So it's quite likely that a chance encounter might happen, and you might just be talking to somebody and they tip you off about a great opportunity. I think it could come in that way. Either way, the Four of Wands with those four, it's like the four sides of a square, those four wands. It talks about ultimate stability. So that's what you're moving towards, something that is honest and open and stable, something that can go the distance, something that's going to see you celebrating, whether it's celebrating, true progression in your career, or finding that person that you can, maybe even settle down with and have the happy home, the marriage, and the whole thing. So this is what you've got to look forward to, Virgo. There's just a situation that needs to, come to light first and be revealed, be resolved. And I feel like because your frequency is definitely raising under the age of light, it is going to come out because it's no longer a vibrational match for you. So don't be have the courage to confront that head on if it comes up. And you have free will, so you can decide whether you're going to accept this apology, stay in that situation. But if you do choose to move on, I see you moving on to really stable, beautiful new opportunities. That's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed the reading. It's a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know how this is playing out in your daily life, and I'll be back with you for another reading next week.